So, going to prune this, what looks to be pussy willow, and we want to prune 1/4 at a time, no more than 1/4 of all of the growth. So, first we need to have all of our PPE, like safety boots, proper clothing, no loose, safety glasses. And then we want to disinfect our tools with some rubbing alcohol to prevent transfer of diseases. So, also you want to have nice sharp secateurs and loppers. Wipe down the blades really good. And then we'll just do all of the blades. So we have an assortment of tool sizes. If one is not good enough, then we move up to the next one. I do not have a saw today, so I will be using a permanent marker just to show exactly where I would make the cuts. So now that all of our things are disinfected, have the hard hat, but it's very close quarters here, so it's not really needed. Stand all of these up. Okay, so what we want to do is just thin out all of these little suckers, water spouts, and we want to get rid of the dead, diseased, dying, and interfering wood. So when we're cutting, we want to have big blade facing into the tree and get it cut so it's Can I see? So that it's fairly flush with the tree. So that gives it the greatest chance to recover fully. So we're just going to make sure that one was a little bit too long, so we just get it back down. Trimming. Now there's quite a few of these water spouts, so obviously we're not going to be able to do them all this time. And because we're in a forest, in order to contribute to the natural refugia, we could just toss the sticks into the woods. But if we were on a regular job site, we would want to keep them in neat, tidy piles. So we'll move on to a bigger branch with the big loppers. And can I see? Here on this branch, this is the one that we will be cutting off because there's some I don't know, it looks like just rotting, some type of disease. So we're gonna want big blade to the trunk and try and cut it as close to the growth collar as possible. So this is like a pretty good cut. And then we're just gonna keep a hold of these. We'll just keep chopping, just thin it out. This is a tree in the wild, so we want to make it look good, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, wrong way. Go back to the small ones. The dead branch, pull that off. Here, this will be a good one to take off. Let me give you a closer look. This branch here, because there's lots of interfering wood and it's kind of growing into the middle of the tree, so that will create problems in the future. So we're going to use the loppers to take this branch off. This would be good to use a saw, but since I don't have one, I've already committed. I have to take it off. So we're going to pull this branch out, and then I'll bring you in closer. To see the cut. So here is the cut that was made. It's as close as it's gonna get, really, because the blade can't really get in there any closer. So now, I'll say with a permanent marker, I'll mark where I would do a bigger limb. So, I feel like maybe we could take this off too as well, since it's broken. It's just growing into the ground. It's already dead. You can tell no green. So let's do this tree, this branch. So when doing this branch, it's long, quite large, we would do a drop cut about right there. So sawing underneath to about half, and then we would come back here and saw like this. So that way you're cutting it so the growth collar can envelop this. Maybe you could go a little closer, but because of the wood on the back side, you can't really do that. So this has been my pruning test video. Thank you.